And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now look at him go. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Extra point forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to break.
Better break. You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break.
Check. Lucky. Blue draw, Porker. You rock it. Hit it.
On first down, Jefferson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Squeeze.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Set. 8, read.
15, check my 15. You got nothing to that. You got nothing.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Jefferson. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On the set.
15's the mark. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
On the ready.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st down, Atlanta.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing something.
Now a give right side. Jefferson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
We certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And James has it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's good for the Giants. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Come on, baby.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All day, every day.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Play action here with Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Go.
2nd and 14. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Monday.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Rosen. And this is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 32-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey. Roll. Mike 50. Cut. Switch. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Jefferson.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. Check pass.
2nd and 9 now. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd down now, Jefferson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Falcons 7. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on.
Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Tack McKinley in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They go play action. It's Rosen. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Check 59.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Come on, QB, come on. What do you got?
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Rosen will throw, and he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rosen. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll set up a throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Rosen looking to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go, baby. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
You ain't going nowhere.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Greystone, travel.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw here. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Jefferson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Falcons 14. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That's good for 28 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw is Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Go, go, go.
Now a handoff looking right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game and trying to run it up on your head.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On play action, Rosen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
2nd and 6. Open man is Higgins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Falcons.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Jefferson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Rosen. That escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Tack McKinley in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
And now it's Rosen looking. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Let's go!
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Jefferson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground?
And the pressure gets to him again. Dexter Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game.